All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building, and let's talk about some more Lions, man. I'm gonna do the prediction video for the Cowboys. Maybe later tonight, maybe or Wednesday morning I'll drop it. But it's gonna be on the way. But Vernon Hargreaves, former first-round draft pick, got cut from the Buccaneers for effort. And should the Detroit Lions be interested in Vernon Hargreaves? Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I think he was out of Florida. You know Bob Quinn loves Florida players. I think he was out of Florida. Jared Davis, Tease Tabor, former first-round draft pick. We know Armani Oruwakwe, who we drafted this year. He been injured, knee injury a lot. Rashad Melvin, he been solid. And just thinking that they're going to move on from Darius Slay, they're not going to pay him. Maybe you bring in Vernon Hargreaves. Hopefully he develop. Hopefully Armani Oruwakwe develop. And if both of them do develop, maybe you got two good corners for a long time. Now, they said that he got cut for lack of effort. And if it was lack of effort on the field, then it was lack of effort off the field. Okay? Maybe showing up late for meetings, going to sleep, just not taking it serious. And maybe this was the wake-up call he needs. In a way, teams like Detroit get players like first-round talents usually is in scenarios like this where you see a situation like Antonio Brown or a Josh Gordon type of situation. You got to take chances. And this hadn't been an organization to take chances. Even in the draft, when they had, trouble players, they just refused to take those chances. And sometimes you got to take those chances on some guys. I'm not saying you got to take a chance on Antonio Brown, crazy self. But sometimes chances make champions, and you got to try guys out. And I think Vernon Hargreaves, I will give him a try, especially if I know Darius Slay not going to be in the fold. Now, am I looking for Vernon Hargreaves or Armani Oruwakwe to replace, maybe Rashad Melvin and Darius Slay next year? I'm looking for one of them to replace Darius Slay. If Rashad Melvin not going to be around, or surpass Melvin and start over him, I'll be looking for one of them. But also, I'm bringing in an alternative. If I'm going to free agency and I see a top, corner that I like, maybe I'll take a chance. But what's crazy about it is, for the amount of man the Detroit Lions play, you would think they would have tried to trade a fourth-round draft pick for Marcus Peters. Because Marcus Peters struggles with zone. And, with some practice, you could make him a better zone corner. But man team, man corner, you don't want to pay Darius Slay. Marcus Peters got 2 pick sixes this year, I think, already with the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? So he's just a great fit for what Matt Patricia did. And I think if you're going to get rid of Darius Slay and you got an additional fifth for Quadre Diggs, you can afford to spend what they got, a fourth for him. Now, Talib, I understand not acquiring Talib because he's a little bit longer in the tooth. But I think if you could have got a Marcus Peters and, picked up a Vernon Hargreaves, I think your secondary would be in pretty good condition. Now, I definitely would explain to Vernon Hargreaves, what my system was. We need a hard worker. We don't care what you did in the past. We just care what you're doing, going forward. And if, we talked to him and he seemed like he a hard worker, then I would definitely take a chance on him. If I talk to him and it's, he sounds sincere, because it's not going to cost you nothing. And if he develops into, what he's supposed to develop in Tampa, maybe he need to change the scenery, I would take a chance on him. But I think they need to start preparing for life after Darius Slay. And I think a Marcus Peters trade would have been huge. And obviously it would have knocked Rashad Melvin out to start lineup this year. But at the end of the day, he would have been back next year, or Oruwakwe, or, whoever you chose to bring in, because you have to bring in another younger player, regardless. But if you bring in Hargreaves, you got to bring in another younger player or another veteran to come compete. Because I'm just figuring Darius Slay is out there. I'm putting one and one together. I could be wrong. They could turn up and give him a nice contract and sign him to extension. I doubt it. He knows he doubts it. And I think Darius Slay doesn't fit the Patriot Way mantra, and they trying to continue to get those voices out the locker room. And they got Quadre out, and there was rumors last year that they wanted to get Marvin Jones out. And I didn't forget a lot of you guys was trying to get the Lions to get rid of Marvin Jones, and now everybody act like they big Marvin Jones fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to specifically those type of people, but it is what it is, right? Let me know what you guys think about bringing in Vernon Hargreaves, and what they're gonna be doing in addition to help supplement, that Darius Slay spot, because I just think he's gonna be gone. But appreciate the love, support. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, link, subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. And let me know what you guys think. Pistons play the Heat tonight. I'll try to catch it and do a reaction video. I watched the game last night, but I just didn't have reaction because I was live on my other channel. So appreciate the love, support. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. Y'all know what the business is. One time for one time, we gone.